Welcome to Little Sister Chalks. Oh, I'm echoing inside my box. It's Saturday morning. It is time for some crafting. I am doing some thrift flips this week. So we're going to start with a cute little box I found at Salvation Army and do something for Christmas with it. First of all, let me show you the stencil that I'm going to use. So it's the elf and reindeer, and this is the main parts of it, but it also came with this awesome greenery. So this is what I'm going to use, and it fits nicely on my box. So I'm going to get those out of the way. And then this is the box. So it looked very Christmassy to me with the red and the gold. So we're going to do that. And then it won't take very long, so maybe I'll go. I started watercoloring the reindeer from the other day. I hadn't finished those, so maybe I'll do some of that, and we'll stay on a little bit. So welcome. I'm Luana. I am a Chalk Couture independent designer, and I go live every Saturday morning at 10:08 a.m. unless I'm part of a event that is going on. So at the end of the month, we'll have one of those, so I'll be on at 10 instead of 10:08. And then in November, there's another one, and I picked the wrong time slot because it was Eastern time, not Central time. So I'll actually be on at 9 one of the weekends in November. So stay tuned. I'll give more information about that. But I'm going to tilt you down so you can see what I'm doing. I hope that you pop on and say hello. And let me see, does that work? Or no. There, that's better. I had it too far up. There we go. So let me know you're here if you pop on. Say hello. Let me know what you're up to this weekend. It's supposed to be a little bit cooler here in the Chicago area, but still quite nice. We have had a super wonderful fall so far. We've had some very warm days. We've had a lot of dry days. It could switch on us at any second though. So what I'm doing is peeling the stencil off of the backer. They're adhesive on the back and silk screen where the chalk paste will go through. And what I'm going to do first is fuzz just a little bit to take off some of the adhesive, which sounds counterintuitive, but if the stencil's too sticky, it'll be hard to pull up depending especially on your surface. So like on glass, you have to fuzz really, really well because it sticks really hard to that. And you don't want to stretch your stencil because you can use them 10 to 12 times more. I've had stencils that I've used a lot more than that. And I love my Perks members. If you're out there, say hello. They get 30% off every time they shop. And they get to join the design studio where there's lots of ideas that are shared and techniques. It's really kind of awesome. So let me just line things up. I thought this fits so well on this, and I don't like that I'm crooked. So I think that looks okay. I'm going to keep, oops, maybe I need to come down a smidge because we're missing the very tip top of that, which then makes it hard to line up. You know what? It doesn't have to be perfect, even though I am a perfectionist at heart. There, that's better. I think we got it all on. Then I'm just going to smooth it and make sure there's no bubbles. Bubbles cause bleeds, and that's not fun. And I think I'm going to do this in sections because I'm going to do the berries in Jolene, which was the color of the month last month. So shimmery red, quite beautiful. And then pesto for the greens, and then espresso for the acorns, the pine cones. Those are not acorns. So I'm going to start here because we have most of the color switching there. I'm going to do some chalking, lift, dry, set back down, and then keep on going. And I'm going to try to keep this so you can see it, but it's not awkward for me to do. So then I'm going to start with the red. I think. And then I've got, these are multi-tools, and I like, excuse me, I like the very end. It's a very small little squeegee. Do I want this size? I may keep that for something else. This is some other kind of tool. I can't remember its name, but it's got even littler one, and maybe I'm going to do that because these are pretty small in here. So to get to details, it's nice to have the littler squeegees. So I just want to check with you guys. I hope you are all safe after the crazy storms, the hurricanes. If you were impacted by that, my prayers and thoughts are with you. And then here, well, I think most of the country actually. The other night there was northern light visibility, and I had been having my poor husband take me out. We were driving around like May, and then again, I can't remember when they were visible. Hey, Patty. But the other night we actually saw them, not with the naked eye, but with the camera. So I was quite excited. I got some pictures. Someday maybe I will see them with the naked eye. So my older daughter lives in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and I think they see them quite regularly with the naked eye. So we'll have to go visit her one of these days. Yeah, the shimmery red is quite beautiful. It's color of the month from last month. And I'm going to lift this and dry and then lay it back down. But yeah, shimmery is so fun, especially for the holidays. Hopefully we won't have too much of this lifting and drying. And then I'm going to set it down and just press down around where I chopped those berries. Just to make sure that's all sealed up again. All right, then I'm going to do the green, do the same, and then hopefully it'll be a little bit less of the lifting. Oh, let me mix that up. I'm just going to stir a little bit, make it nice and creamy. All right, I'll do some green. Interesting, we're, talking about the Northern Lights. We went out and I follow the Illinois Storm Chasers page, and they were posting a picture when it first was visible to the south. And they actually were more visible to the south and the west than to the north. And I'm not sure how that works with Northern Lights. I was quite confused. But very happy I saw them. Getting a little tight here. I think I got green on that berry up above, but I can always go back and just touch it up a little bit. Toothpicks are great little tools to have on hand if you need to touch up. All right, I don't know that this is sticking very well. Let's see what happened. Oh yeah, well, it looks all right. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. We do live in upside down or backwards world. A little crazy. Oh no, I didn't get green on the berry. That's good. All right. And then hopefully the rest of this will go a little bit quicker. It's hard when you're changing colors. I had that problem. I thought I was going to knock out those reindeer and elf the other day, and yeah, not so much. I do like different colors though, so sometimes it's worth having the extra time and a little extra patience. Quick crafts are awesome. I thought this would be quicker than it is, but that's okay. I'm glad you're here with me. Probably should have used a small. I'm going to switch to a small. It's getting tight in here again. There we go. That's a little bit easier. There we go. I think I'm almost done with that. Just want to make sure it's all covered. Lift and dry, and then the only other place we'll have to do that is by the berries. Oh, look how cute. It is festive, and this box could be used for so many different things. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to put some flowers, not flowers, but like Christmas greenery type things in it, or you could put towels, rolled up towels in the bathroom. You could put probably a candle, kind of lift it up. I don't know. We shall see. First I wanted to chalk the design, and then we'll try some things and see what we like. You have any other ideas for me? I'm always open to fun ideas. You could also use it if you're having company over for meals and it's a buffet. You could put containers in with, you know, knives and forks, things like that. It's really, I just really liked it when I saw it. And I thought immediately of Christmas. I probably should have done the berries first, because now this is going to dry on me. So I think I'm going to lift now. Come back and do the berries. Probably do berries and the next bit of green before lifting again. Shimmer tends to dry slower, so you have a little bit more time. So what you don't want it to do is dry on top of the stencil, because then it doesn't go through, and then you gotta try and line it up and do it again. That is not my forte. Lining up is, although it's easier now, they've made the stencils a little more see-through, so you can actually see underneath the teal part of it and do a little bit easier job of lining up. So, oops, I got some red. That's okay. Alright, I'm going to lift, and then hopefully we can do the last part of it in one shot. Ah, I have squeegees rolling. No, don't roll. Nope. Higher is better, dries faster. All right, almost there. Just set that down again. I'm going to start with that, and then we'll finish up the berries. Berries done. Check. Oh no, I lied. There's more berries. All right, you know what I'm going to do is dry these, and then I can lift from the other side next time. It tricked me. I thought we were done with berries, but there's a few on the end. All right, now, hopefully, it can be done. They're over here. I don't know if you can, as I'm working towards me, it might be harder to see, but there's four little guys here at the end. All right, and some green. And that should be it. So yeah, drop ideas if you've got ideas on how to use the box. I think you could put Christmas cards in it. I think you could put silverware, utensils if you're having a party. I think you could put holiday greens, candle, and I'm getting red everywhere. Yeah, I'm getting a little smudgy down here. That's right. And, oh, you can't even see it. Voila! What do you think? I thought it would look pretty good on it, and I do like it. It's really hard to get it lined up because the shadow, I'm getting worse shadow. There we go. That's a little better. Berries everywhere, right? They tricked me. All right, so that's it for that. I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to set it out of the way. And then let me just grab the reindeer from the other day. I started to do a little watercoloring. I got his legs, very subtle. I used vanilla, and then the wreath and the top of the bow. So I got to finish him. I've got to finish the elf, and I think I will let you guys see how it all looks together tomorrow. Thank you. Yeah, I love that box, and I'm so happy I had picked it up. So that was really all I wanted to do today. If you want me to do some watercoloring, I can stay on a little bit and do some of that. Otherwise, you can go off and enjoy your weekend. I hope you're doing something fun. I just want to close up these guys because that's not the colors I was watercoloring with. All right. I think I was doing, maybe I'll finish his. So all I did, I still have a smidge. I put a little bit of water. I'll spray one more time. I sprayed a little bit of water in a color tray. And then I was just kind of very, very little bit dipping my brush in there. And then in the paste. And it is distilled water, since it's going in the paste. And then just kind of coming in and coloring. And the vanilla is very, very subtle. I was gonna mix and do a little bit darker, but I kind of like it subtle. Yeah. And the berries are attacking me over here. You could see a little bit better like up here at the top of his legs than at the bottom. So I don't know if just being surrounded by the camel color helps the vanilla stick out a little bit. I may go back and maybe do a little bit more down there just to give it a little bit more color. You can see, did I do that already? I think I did. Yeah, I did. You can see how the water goes a very long way. And then I will do the rest of the bow and move on to the elf. I maybe should have started with him. But I mean, he might have more places with uh, bigger blocks of color, so maybe it was good I started with the reindeer. I want to say Rudolph because he looks so much like Rudolph. But I did not make him Rudolph. No red nose. Oops. There. So that's it, just getting some of the detail in. A little sloppily. Not good. I'm distracted. All right, I am going to actually let you go. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I will see you right back here at 10:08 next Saturday morning. Stay tuned tomorrow. I'll post pictures of the finished box, however I decide to use it, and hopefully get through the elf as well today, and you can see it all together. I'm kind of excited to see how it looks. Enjoy your day. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.